this is nice and weighty. I mean, you could beat somebody to death with this thing. It's got a good heft. So if somebody touches your tools, the tool's heavy enough to actually get a little retribution there. Coffee. Hello, this is Robert Dailey, and welcome to the Dailey Woodworks YouTube channel. Today I have an unboxing video. I am part of a review program, and every once in a while I get to kind of choose a product to do a review on, and this is one of them. And if you look right here, it says Craftsman. This is a new tool set from Lowe's. They're carrying Craftsman tools now. I had a really nice Craftsman tool set about this size. Unfortunately, it was stolen out of the bed of my truck because I was an idiot and left it there when I ran to the lumber store. And whenever I got the opportunity to jump on a new multi-piece combo kit, I jumped on it. So let's unbox this guy and we'll see what we have. Alright, so what we have here, turn it around so we can see it, is the Craftsman 150 piece SAE and metric 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch try in gunmetal chrome. So that's snazzy. First, before we go too far, let's go ahead and look at this case. The case looks pretty good. One thing I'm noticing is I give it a good shake and nothing's rattling around in there. That's pretty good considering it just got here from UPS. They tend to throw your packages around. I don't know anything about that firsthand because I didn't work there for a summer. But given that it arrived here with nothing rattling around, I'm pretty confident that everything's going to stay in its place. We have, going off the specs right here, is 44 3/8 inch drives. It goes through all the different sockets. All that's online. You can find that on the website, on their website, not mine. I'm not going to type all this up. 34 1/4 inch drive, 20 1/2 inch drive, 52 specialty tools, which is probably just a bunch of Allen keys, and a full lifetime warranty. Product fails to perform for any reason, we will replace it. Call 1-888 something, or see craftsman.com for details. No proof of purchase required. That's pretty cool. So it seems like they're still honoring that old school Craftsman hand tool warranty. Made in. I forgot about the made in part. It says made in Taiwan. So hey, not made in China, made in Taiwan. And as far as my quality expectations on this is, I'm not a mechanic, so I have no need for Snap-on, Matco, ultra high-end tools. In the same way that your average homeowner doesn't need a $2,000 table saw unless they just want one, right? But what I need is, I will do a lot of my own maintenance on my truck. Anything that I can do, I do. I maintain all of my power tools and lawn tools, etc. So a kit like this is about perfect for what I need and pretty much maxes me out on what I need. Anything in addition to this is kind of a specialty tool I need for a specific purpose. On the box, again, I'm pretty impressed with the quality of the case so far. I hadn't opened it. But we have 4 latches all the way around. This is cool. The hinges, even though it's plastic, but actually has a metal hinge pin all throughout it. So now, let's open. That 4 latches is going to be handy because, you know, and they're metal snap latches. So far, quality-wise, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm looking for a good quality homeowner set of tools here to maintain all of my stuff. And my old set served me well for about 10 plus years, and I've actually kept up with almost every single piece of it for that long before I lost all of it. So here we go. I gotta say, like, this Gunmetal Chrome looks pretty sweet first glance. Got some Allen keys that weren't in their spot. It looks like they clip in right here. Yeah, and I can tell you those don't really clip in very well. So got this little foamy guy that's gonna get thrown in the trash because that's just in my way. Although it's pretty, I don't know, they look like they focused on quality here. I adjusted the focus a little bit so you can kind of see in the box a little bit better, but it's kind of washing other stuff out. Everything's laid out pretty good. Does look like these bits are kind of loose in here. So yeah, if you open this thing upside down, you're gonna have one heck of a mess on you. But what's pretty nice is it's pretty obvious with the big Craftsman logo right there what side's right side up. Okay, now it's so hard to like give you an impression of the quality of stuff like this without actually using it. But let's just go ahead with this big boy right here. And feels hefty, feels weighty, feels meaty. I like it. I love this style of ratchet where you flip the switch to turn it. What I'm doing, the only way I know to test the quality of a ratchet is to see how small those clicks are. So what you got is you got a little bit of forward motion click and a little bit of back. And it just kind of works away. So you got lots of clicks and very little slop, and then to switch it, you do that. To release the bit, you press that. And that's a very good setup. Makes it easy. You're tightening it up. Oh, I need to take it back off because I put it in the wrong spot. Flip it, undo it. It's got your metric over here. It looks like it ranges from about 4 all the way. Yeah, it goes up to 12 for your, looks like your 1/4 inch. Then it goes at 10, it starts at your 3/8 drive. Goes up to 18, 19, 20. And then in your 1/2 inch drive, it starts at 14 and goes all the way up to 24 millimeters. Pretty much the same thing with your standard. It starts at 5/32, goes up to 1/2, then starts back at 1/4. Then it looks like it goes back to 1/2 for your 1/2 inch drive, all the way up to an inch. And let's see, fit and finish on these guys. Looks like the interior of this socket isn't as polished as I've seen on some other ones, but we're not talking about like full-on ultra high-end. We're talking about quality homeowner grade DIYer tools, and I think this is perfectly acceptable for what I'm assuming is like a $200 set of tools. I need to look that up and see about what it runs. So $150, $200 is probably what these things run. Got a couple of extension drives. These are always handy, your bendable knuckles. Different ways. One thing I haven't seen is actually an extension for your 1/2 inch drive. It's just a shorty, but those come in handy. We've got what looks like, oh, that is actually really cool. This is a socket that's made to be a 1/4 inch bit holder. It's actually designed to be that way, so it actually has a snap ring to snap it in place. That's really cool. I hope I don't lose that because I'm going to use that a lot. 1/4 inch nut driver. I like how they gave you just the nut driver instead of having the adapter for the nut driver. They just gave you the nut driver and gave you the adapter for the screwdriver. Because let's face it, we all have got screwdrivers other places. We don't really need a socket set to hold a bunch of screwdriver bits. Over here we got some deep sockets, a lot less sizes. Looks like it ranges from about 10 to 13 and skips a few. And then we've got like 3/4 to 1/4 over here. And again, it skips quite a few in there. But these are going to be your more common ones anyway. And it does look like it is pretty well inclusive the rest of the way around. One thing that I liked about my old Craftsman set compared to this one is the tool plastic toolbox it came with, even though I think this toolbox is nicer and higher quality than that one was, there was enough empty space in that old toolbox where if I had like a few specialty drivers, extension arms, other things like that, I was able to store them right in the kit. So literally all of my hand tools were in one kit. And this one, and rightly so. I mean, you can't really be like, oh, how dare you not include extra storage space in your, 150-piece combo kit. But I did like how there were some like extra storage places in there to put like a few specialty wrenches or whatever in there. And this one, there's no room. The hand wrenches, let's see, pretty long. One thing, the way I kind of judge hand wrenches is looking at the box end and seeing if it's centered. My old Craftsman set was one of the last ones made in the USA. And there were some pretty significant quality control issues on that, especially with the wrenches. One wrench was completely way out of spec. And I'm not going to sit here and test every single wrench and every single socket to tell you if it's in spec or not. But what I do look like to make sure that's centered. If it's off center, you can kind of tell, especially if you're torquing a lot, that creates a weak point in your metal and a potential failure point. That looks good and centered. Very clearly marked. It looks like it's got some type of serial number on it. Oh, no, it's a part number, because this is like 820 GM, and this is 81978 GM, and then it's very clearly 17 millimeter, and then on the other side it says Craftsman 17 millimeter. So very clearly marked on the wrenches. And let's see, that goes right there. Let's go grab another one. Again, like I said earlier, just making sure that's nice and centered in there, no burrs. Looks like these are polished nice. This Gunmetal Chrome is pretty good looking. Let's see, let's grab on these sockets. Ah, yes, that's what I was looking for. Very clearly marked. I'm going to take some close-up pictures of that. This is a 21 millimeter, very easy to see, very clear to see. Let's see if there's any like indications. One thing, again, this is compared to my old set that was over 10 years old, that while the markings were not as clear on this, they actually used a different style on both the SAE and metric, which made it kind of really easy to tell. This doesn't have that. Well, no, yes it does. I'll have to get a picture of it, but there's two little lines here on the standard and then one line of the little texturing stuff on the metric. But I love the big font, very well etched. Again, big font, very well etched, easy to see. Your thing is laid out for everything to go, and I do keep my tools in this, and I will keep my tools in this. So I'm very pleased with the quality of the case. And looking over these tools, guys, like for your average DIYer, you're gonna work on your truck on the weekend, work on your motorcycles, work on your lawn equipment, work on your tools. Like this is perfect for me. Like this truly is. This is perfect for me. They sent it to me, and that's awesome. But I'd straight up, I would buy this. I'd give it as a gift to somebody. It looks like a great set, so I highly recommend it. But yeah, I think for the price point, the quality is excellent. For the price point, what you get for your money is excellent. Yeah, so again, there's not much else to say about this. I'm just really pleased with this. So thank you for watching. This is Robert Dailey with the Dailey Woodworks YouTube channel. We do blog posts on our website, daileywoodworks.com, as well as feature kind of our projects. We do custom cabinetry, stuff like that. And so be sure to check this out. There's going to be a link in the description and a link on my blog in the corresponding article. And so far, I'm going to rate this as a good buy. I think this is a great kit for most people. And it will serve me well for what I need it for. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please give this video a like or dislike or comment or whatever, and we will see you next time.